one branch of it.
Yeah, if you grabbed, like, that's the skinniest branch, you could
Uh-huh.
probably slurp it, but you'll have to grab it
Okay.
because it's not going to pull away. It's
Okay.
very fibrous with the
Okay.
way the spicules intermesh.
Got it. So another option would be to put it in the front box.
Yeah, the front box will probably be the best option for
Just
both of these.
Pick it up with its anchor.
So for the two big ones.
Yeah, the one on the right, the Frilly, it's going to be like that first sponge that we
really
sampled,
breakable.
super breakable. What you could do is try to just kind of pinch it and remove the top and put it in the box.
I think for that kind of consistency, like it's possible to do that. I think slurping is still going to be the best.
Yeah, you might just go and slurp a few sections from the top. It will break apart really easily.
Yeah, I think we want to slurp that then. And then it sounds like we want to grab and put in the front box. So we're going to run out of space in the front box really fast just because we're down to the arm that only does the front box.
Yeah.
But it sounds like the center one we want to put in the front box. And then what about the little wee guy right in the back? The third sponge.
This one that's on the far left?
Yeah.
That's the same as the first one we collected, so I don't think we need to collect that one.
Okay. Okay. Great. I am going to porch in and get us a little bit closer to the action.
Okay.
If you want to start deploying that port arm, you're going to first use it to grab the center sponge.
Okay. Spicy.
Are both the front bio boxes open, Chris?
We did put a bunch of fragile stuff in the starboard side on our watch, Chris.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the starboard side is full. We
So
can't put
long
anything
ago.
there.
It was
Yeah.
like 48 minutes or something.
It defrosted and forgot. Oh,
I did
also
a whole
get me
interview with
If you
Bell
want to be
since then.
closer, that's I could do that
Did a
too.
whole interview with Bell since the last watch ended.
Right
so-
around
Oh, yeah, for their careers.
3.
Yeah.
Do we want to move that to the flush jar?
Yeah.
Do we
That
want a
coral is
specific
probably
branch of
okay.
this?
Um,
Or does it matter because we're going in the front box?
Yeah, just grab that branch that's closest to you. I think will be the best one.
I'm going to get you a little zoom. So go for half zoom. There you go. That's good.
This one was sampled by the Okeanos. And it was either on the Marianas or this American Samoa cruise in 2017.
So I'm going to check with Santiago about skipping that third sponge because he had said he wanted to sample individuals, even if they're the same species, across depths because he finds variation within depth across depths.
I think it was the
not
attraction
that
of having all
different in
three
depth.
at the same location, but
He'll
be back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
He's got a sampling strategy in mind that he explained to me, so we'll check with him.
Yeah.
We are just guests on his watch right now.
My thought is just we're halfway and we're almost full of samples, so if we want stuff that's actually at the different depth, we might want to save some room. Especially since we don't have access to the starboard side anymore.
Yeah, I'll let him know what the constraints are for sure.
Megan, what kind of coral is this?
This is a sponge.
Oh, sponge,
called
excuse me.
Valteria.
Valteria.
That's a Valteria? I thought they were that vase-like.
Oh, yeah, it was still like a vase, but it's really skinny.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, beautiful sample.
Well done.
Nice job.
too big. It's gonna be.
We'll make it fit.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It came off so nicely.
It did. It did break off nicer than I thought it would.
So I'm retracted.
Okay. Perfect.
I suspected it was
I'll
going
get
to
us
be
close to,
bendier.
What's that?
I'll just get us closer to the box here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
With, and then you can pan. So I can see. Okay, you want to bring the box open?
Yeah.
Or I can do that actually.
Nope, I gotcha.
Okay.
I wish we didn't have the scoops in here.
Yeah, I'll ask them if they could take him out for the next dive.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see where I am.
Bless you.
Okay.
And which one are we trying to go to?
The lambda
The
box.
port side.
Port side.
Perfect.
The unlabeled lambda.
Yeah, the previously known as lambda box.
Yes.
And, oh, I know what I'm going to do.
So do sponges get associates just like corals do, Megan?
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like there's something just there, right? Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, oftentimes they have brittle stars on them. Some of them have like shrimps and polychaetes and hermit crabs.
Oh yeah, because we saw those shrimp that were inside a sponge earlier, right?
Yeah.
So remember what I told you about
Yeah.
the dangliest part of it, getting that in the box first?
Yeah, right. Okay. You're talking about the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
And getting your jaws vertical, because that way they can open like this and not interfere with the
Right.
box.
Yeah, okay. I just,
I hope you know what I mean by saying the jaws vertical. That's not very descriptive, but
yeah, so I want to flip this around.
just 90 degrees. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Just rotate your wrist 90 degrees. And the longest other 90.
Yeah, okay.
You want to get the longest part of it inside the box. And actually, if you could just squeeze your jaws a little bit more, I'm worried it'll, there you go.
Yeah. Some of these are set to a lot of different things. Okay. Sorry, proportion control is down.
Is it worth
there.
coming up a little bit before rotating 90? Just worried it's going to foul on the front of the basket.
It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we'll probably. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself here. I can go off SBL.
No, Chris German was saying something
I was thinking if Rye rotates 90 degrees now, I was just wondering if it was going to foul on the front of the basket.
Yeah, we'll probably need to pitch in a little bit
Okay.
to complete that rotation.
I don't actually have any wrist roll showing up for that side. I'll go.
Yeah,
off
just
this up, but
wrist roll is a bit.
it's 100% on proportional control. So
Yeah.
there
you go. Yeah, wrist roll is what's it called?
Okay,
Very sticky.
And also shoulder up a bit. Oh. Okay. We're talking about getting this.
Yeah,
end in,
get
right?
the gangly part in there first.
Okay. It's gonna be.
And I would say that's a good rule just across the board with all samples basically ever.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna rotate this a bit more for now. And elbow down. Yeah, I'm just trying to work this out in my head because it's facing the wrong way for me to really get it in there. Let's try this.
I think it will.
So are we okay with it breaking, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to
'Cause,
break it.
like,
It's
otherwise
so
it's not gonna
long.
fit, yeah. Okay. I see. Shoulder down.
It'll either bend or break.
Yeah, alright. Here, shoulder up. Elbow down a bit. And I'm going to... I want it to... up a bit. If you have suggestions, by the way, like, I'm definitely struggling here.
So you're doing great right now.
Yeah.
I would give yourself a little bit more of a roll and to make your jaws more vertical. So I think that's a clockwise roll.
Yeah. Like this?
Yep, and more. Great. And then I would, let's see. Do we think this is heavy?
It's going to be a little negative, yeah.
Okay. Now I would forearm rotate clockwise, just a little bit. See how the sponge responds. Nice. A little bit more. Okay. Now azimuth left. And forearm rotate right, or clockwise. Sorry, forearm.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now azimuth left, just a little bit, and do that same forearm rotate clockwise. Okay, and yeah, again. Great. Now, this gets interesting. So, shoulder up a little bit, and then you're going to pitch out, because now you're trying to get it in the box.
Yeah, okay.
Great. Shoulder up. A little bit. Pitch out. A little bit. Now azimuth right. A little bit. And pitch out a little more. Nice. Now, I'm not sure whether it's going to get all springy on you. Maybe consider a little bit more azimuth left and see what happens. And now try opening your jaws a little and see how the sample responds. And a little more.
Yeah, I think it'll stay and then you can push it down.
Okay, so now you got to get your jaws clear of it. So you're going to open all the way. And you're going to give your jaws a rotate. I would rotate clockwise. And you're going to have to pitch in a little bit, too. And then rotate. So this is like a little fussy. You're just going to like fuss around until it lets go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can be a little patient. Now I would rotate, yeah, there, nice. Okay, great. And then I find that the best way to sort of push things around is with the jaws closed.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to tilt down for you.
Tilt down, yeah. Awesome.
So actually it looks like we'll probably have to grab it again.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a little bit big.
Okay.
So now I would grab it closer to an end, especially the end that's like dangling out, which is quite close to the HD. So I'm going to tilt up a little.
I'm going to take a look at the...
Yeah. There you go.
We're actually like, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you got
actually
plenty
not
of
close,
space.
But
Yeah, so basically I think you want to be as close to the end as possible when you get this grab.
yeah, okay. So I want to come in there. I'm going to come in with the jaws open though.
And even if you just grab like a little bit of it, yeah. And you can try and just smear it around too. It's being springy. I was hoping it would break.
Yeah, no, I was pretty sure it was going to be springy. I was really impressed at how it broke off in the first place.
Pitch in a little bit.
Okay.
Just because there's a part of the box you
Yeah,
got
I
stuck
see.
on.
Still want to be like that. Okay. I'm
Give
going to
yourself.
roll my jaws a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Other way.
I don't want to try to grab it at the end though.
Yeah. And
I
now
know.
you can pitch in a little bit
Yeah,
and
okay.
try and get that, and try and rotate azimuth right.
What if I just grab it right now?
Go for it. See what happens. Some of this is just going to be experimental. Hey. Okay, sounds good.
This. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, what?
Okay.
So I was going to use the start minute to just come over and swipe it in. The only thing that's not working is the gripper.
Teamwork.
Let me give it a whirl, and then we'll go from there. if you just azimuth a little bit out of the way. Sure.
Oh, and while we're sitting here, after we put this one in the box, they want this one on the right, and that one's going to be really fragile and crunchy. So I think your best bet would be to use the suction sampler and just suck pieces off of it.
Okay. This may or may not work. Let's see. I was going to try and use the start manip to just kind of swipe this in. And actually, if you just azimuth out of the way a little. And I'm going to... let's see. So I want to HD retract and tilt down just a little.
And it's kind of bendy and flexy.
Is the box all the way out?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice big piece came off.
Yeah. It's much bigger than the whole colony is much bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is bigger.
Yeah.
And then you zoom in and everything is smaller.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. I'm going to say close that box and we'll leave it that way. Oops, hold on a second. There. Let's see what happens. I'm going to say that's more than we had before. And I think we were going to try and sample something else here.
Yes, we wanted to.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is set up a little bit more port arm biased and try to get that in the slurp. Is that correct? He just circled, Santiago just circled the sponge on the right-hand side. So why don't you bring that arm back in for a stow. Gonna get my camera sorted out.
Now that's sample 318. It's just
Copy 318.
So not likely we're going to get 400 on this dive.
84 to go. Yeah.
Got a dream.
to the right. Yes.
Would you do the honors with the port arm, or would you?
Yeah.
And I may try to bring the slurp a little more available. Let's see how we do. Would you like me to do anything with the cameras?
No, I think we're good right now.
I'm just going to tilt down a hair in case we want to zoom in. And panning left just a hair. Oh. Almost looks like just rotate the other way. Yeah, look at that. You got a piece.
There we go. Right there, is that good, or?
Yeah. That looks good.
I would suggest rotating.
Very crunchy.
We can start that.
Maybe, I wonder if the center of the colonies, like the base of it, is rigid enough so you can just pick it up and put it in a bio box. We could try. Do you have something in the?
We can put this in the slurp first. And then
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if
you think you got much of a
we had
piece in
something.
there?
there's a little bit. But we can try to put whatever we have in a slurp, and then.
Sure. So.
Can we also back up a little bit, I guess?
Maybe as soon as I move, I'm going to drag that with me.
Yeah, so just, never mind. So what I want to do is azimuth.
Yep, there you go.
Sorry.
And so let's...
Elbow up.
Yeah. Let me pan right. I'm panning right. And I'm going to come down a bit, tilting down. See if you can get that in front. And suction pump. So we're lined up on number 4.
Correct.
It's very loosely attached to the ground. We've seen a few of them that already topple over. I can see now how easily they can topple.
Yeah, I get why they're laying flat and fossilized now.
I'm going to say if I just get the grippers closed, I can probably push the jaws, push the slurp out a bit.
Okay, I'll leave it right here.
The self-retracting thing is really nice.
Point, like
on the slurp.
Yeah. Okay, you cut half of it, it'll regrow.
I imagine so.
So I wonder how low you could go, and it'll still regrow.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know.
So it looks like it's like right there too.
Sounds like you should write a proposal to experiments.
Snip. If we could grow them in a lab, but.
Whew. I think that's a big if.
Yeah.
Just thinking that pieces might be too small for all the purposes that we want for it.
Well, so I don't want to lose what we like.
Yeah.
So, would you prefer we abandon the sample, Santiago?
Well, I was thinking it might be, if we end up with a little piece in the slurp and then a big one in the bio box, then Well, no, never mind. Because I was thinking the starboard bio box was still an option, but it's not.
Yeah.
No, but
No.
we could, you know, we might be able to get this in the port one. Excuse me, the forward one.
Yeah, but it might be, yeah.
Well, I can't really see real well there, but if you look
Are
at the
there
bubble cam,
sponges in both
So
sides of
here,
the forward bio box?
just right above it, it looks like.
Jacob?
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the slurp going. Suction pump is on.
Not on the right side, but we don't
You
want to
wanna
put
let it go,
anything
see what
else in
happens?
there. It's just kind of filled up with corals at the moment, so if we could avoid that, that'd be great.
Well, I think we're going to have to put something else in there later on because we have a few options left.
I can't tell if I'm on the plane or not. But I'll open it. Yeah.
Let me get the suction pump going again. Oops. And slurping 100%.
There it is. I see it. Dang it. It came out, but then it wasn't enough gup. All right, well, let's just get this one, I guess.
All right. I'm bringing the slurp back in.
Shouldering up. Elbow, pitch out. Elbow down. This was left. Elbow down.
So I think you can get the jaws closed if you grab it in the middle and just not close them completely.
Yeah, I was thinking about just literally opening up just a hair. Like right there. Oops. Shoulder up, shoulder up. That's right. Load.
Can you open the gripper more? You're good.
We could put that in lambda, so the left forward bio box.
That doesn't have a sponge already?
It does, but they are
Should
pretty
close
distinct.
it just a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, it's the one, this spiky big one that we just put in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have it.
And opening up the box. Pressure down.
Oops. Have to go up, get out of the way. What happened?
Oh.
Too much. I can get that still.
Closing the box. And I can bring the porch in a little bit. Would you like me to change the camera view at all?
I don't think so. It's just kind of stuck in a cranny there. Right, I got a third camera. Haha. Let's just call it the dive and come bring it up. I'm gonna turn down the juice.
I'm going to say just azimuth in. I'm going to, once you tell me when to open the box.
I think I'm in the clear, I think. I'll bubble up just in case. I think that's good.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open the box. So I think we'd prefer it on the left side, but yeah.
I'm not in yet. No. Can you tilt the camera up?
Tilting up.
Is this the sample you're looking for?
So shoulder up, elbow down.
So
Should let it go there, and I can try to stuff it in with the starboard arm again.
okay.
Or would you like to hold it there while I do that?
I could hold it here. I'll turn it on and stuff. Okay, you got it. Although I feel like I could just like, stick it right in there.
Well, you want to give it a whirl?
Let's see what happens. Oh no, not that one. This one. Oh, the frickin' arm doesn't want to cooperate today.
You might need a little more pressure for the jaw. Just crank the pressure up a little more.
Oh no, I was using the forearm. There you go.
A lot of the rotary joints like a little more juice.
I guess not.
Nope.
Not that much juice.
Too much juice.
Too many beans.
The juice is loose.
This is my strong hand.
All right, that is a full bio box.
All right, now that's sampled
In the
319.
box.
319er.
First try.
Still not going to make it to 400. Very nice work.
Nice job.
Not with that attitude, Tito. Is it so? Is it still limpy? Yeah. Oh, it looks like it closes all the way, but then it doesn't.
Just gravity.
Just physics. Got it.
All right.
All right.
I think we can continue exploring. We're making ways to waypoint 3.
We sure are.
Sure, we don't want to grab a snail with the port arm?
Just one.
Just one.
No, so the next is order of business. We're going to pull one of the scoops out of the port side of the forward box.
And put everything back in.
Goodness. Yeah, that's the problem with the scoops is they're kind of in the way. And
Dang. The driver's still going. All right.
all right.
So we were
Let's get moving right along.
previously heading 253. We can still track up that ridge line.
All right, let's actually start moving now.
One more time, 253.
253.
Roger that.
Five tree.
Uphill.
Both ways. In the snow.
Bridge nav. Can we step 10 meters heading 253?
See a lot of those sponges that we just sampled for 80.
And water looks to be getting just a little bit cloudy.
Do you think that's true cloudiness or just
Looks
flying
like
a little bit
sediment.
high?
Looks like set, lots of snow.
Can see the beautiful large coral up in the distance.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Looks like a tree.
Yeah.
Got a little,
Got a large rock, need a large coral.
Oh, there's like a tree looking one. Wait, did someone already point that one out?
Can that go in lambda?
Yes.
You
Oh,
keep
how
pushing the
pretty.
limit.
Bamboo coral?
It looks like it from a distance.
Would you give me a little bit of leash? I'm kind of out at the edge.
Ships en route.
If it doesn't fit in lambda, we can just hold it with the port arm and present it like a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah. That'll come up nice and easy.
Yeah. If you believe.
How pretty.
Why don't you believe?
A hard time judging how big this is.
Well, let's once again, let's use the basket as a scale. It looks to be, if you look at bubble cam,
It
looks
is wider than height.
looks just as wide, or if not wider than the basket. I'm going to tilt up a little bit. Let's
Look at them lasers.
And would you push just a little bit? Is there any part of it you want to look at?
Wow. Maybe the base and some of the polyps as well.
Down. Push on the base, please.
Bridge nav.
Looks like he used to have a friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
Can we step 10 meters heading 265?
Looks like the base, like, with those two was just under 10 centimeters.
Can we step
Yeah.
10 meters
Wow.
heading 265?
It's a big coral.
And here's another one just to the left of it.
This is a chunky one. Man, that was some good ice cream.
That was some good ice cream.
Bridge nav.
You gotta wait
like
6 days for it, so it makes it taste better.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, tilting up just a wee bit.
It's like afterwards you're like, man, I
Yeah.
could do this for another week.
Oh.
Bridge nav. Com check.
Is this the underside of them?
What makes you say that?
So those sulfurs look like they are on
Well, no, because it looks like a little bit
bare
more
skeleton,
Yeah.
suggesting they may be eating the polyps.
Whoopsie.
Oh.
Back deck. This is nav.
And
Bridge.
back
This
out,
is
please.
nav. Can you hear me? I have you loud and clear.
So you think they're eating
Yeah, I mean the part
That's
where
fine.
where they were? Yeah.
yeah. Can we zoom here? Well.
Here we step 10 meters heading 250.
You point, I'll shoot.
Yeah, right here.
All right, let me bring that to the center. Just coming up a schmoosh.
Pew, pew.
Going right a schmoosh and right in. And up a little bit more, or you wanted that joint?
That joint is good. Looks
Okay.
like it's
Coming a hair left.
enlarged there.
Oh, you're fully extended?
Thick part of
I
piece
am
of
not.
tissue on
I
there.
had the camera all the way in, so we could bring it all the way out.
Very quick.
It's all the way out.
Whoopsie. Turn on the juice a little. Less beans, panning left.
Interesting. Can you pan up again? I just want to see the off-roads again, the real stars.
It's on the other branch. Yeah.
Oh, they're right there. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like the
See.
underside.
Yeah, look at that. There's 3 of them. All of them have, but they're sitting on bare skeleton with no polyps.
This is Orion's belt.
Orion's belt. Yeah, that to me tells me that they're likely eating the coral.
You can almost see the branches stripped
Yep.
under the one in the middle.
Yeah, I think they're
Or 2
munching on the
branches are
polyps.
stripped. Yeah. Can you
'Cause
push
these are-
is that all the way in?
I didn't think they did that.
Well,
It
there's
looks
there's
it.
all
Look at
sorts
that.
kinds of brittle stars.
Oh,
These brittle
wow.
stars are spiny are not normally what we see as kind of
Yeah, you can see the one on the left
the
has
common
a
associates
bit
of
of
corals,
branch
and then
in front of it.
bamboo corals usually don't have brittle stars on them.
Oh, okay.
What's interesting is that they're all the way to the top, right? Like, why? It makes you wonder why go all the way to the top. There's
Stars
polyps all
belong in
over.
the sky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, just like painting, you start at the top and work your way down.
I guess. Yeah, yeah.
They eat it like an ear of corn, nibbling from one end.
I mean, alternative is that they're not eating the coral, but they're kind of hurting it by being there.
Oh, keeping it from getting its food. And
Yeah.
those, yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
you said, you can
But
see
boy,
it's
it looks,
stripped.
Usually,
This
it
one's
looks like
stripped.
it's just stripped so bare.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, the one on the far right.
Maybe it's
No, no,
just
like the third
exfoliation.
one.
Mm,
Coming right.
I don't like it.
Interesting.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Let's
No.
kick them out. They're evicted.
Tilting down just a hair.
They can't play nice.
If
That's
you can't play
interesting too.
nice,
You see
you
the
get process.
the polyps above this one are all closed.
Now, do they waste energy staying closed? Like, kind of like a this is a bad example, but kind of like a Venus flytrap or whatever. It uses energy to close, and if it doesn't have a fly, the energy is wasted, right? And it only gets somebody opens and close.
Yeah.
And shall we get moving?
I don't know which is the relaxed, like,
Home.
if they, when they close,
Ship's
they're
on hold right
relaxed,
now.
like,
So whenever you're
or
ready.
they're actually, like, which one is requiring energy? Or
Let's do the whole dive in full zoom.
yeah, that sounds good.
We're ready to get moving?
Yeah, we're ready. Thank you.
You're
That was
very
cool.
welcome.
The whole thing
Big
could be
coral.
a highlight.
That's crazy looking coral. Yeah.
It is. Thank you, Coral.
Good eyes.
Thanks, Coral.
Bye, coral. Ooh, another one.
Next.
It's a big sponge.
Yeah, 253.
I'm curious if we can go more port heading. How's a ridgeline look that way?
Net.
230?
Annette,
Sure, 230.
I was just wondering how much have we pumped in this set
Oh,
of
that's going off the
filters?
edge, isn't it?
That looks like a weird rock.
What is it? Which one?
To the right.
Going strong. No issues.
Spin to the right.
It's the very
And
dark colored
that
one.
we're
you saw?
still on
It's got
pumps
a
2 and
very
3, right?
rectangular shape to it.
Yeah.
We're still on pumps 2 and 3.
Yes.
It
Okay.
didn't look like a rock at first, but it very well could just be a rock.
What heading is that? 225?
That is 225.
That is just
I like that
the
heading.
side of a rock. Okay.
Shadow.
Bridge now.
Yeah, like it looked like a, because it looked like it was like something, like a cave.
Can we step 10 meters, heading
It looked
225?
like treasure.
Yeah, it looked like a box. I was going to claim it. I was gonna
Yeah,
look
all of
at
this
it.
very much looks like carbonate that is coated with manganese.
I was going to take a cut for doing the manipping. So 225?
225.
Some questions about brittle stars, their range, territory, and if anybody has ever done studies to see how much distance they cover in their lifetime.
I'm not sure I've seen that. That anemone looks huge.
What was the first part of the question?
Oh,
Range, territory,
my
and
goodness.
Range, territory. Ooh,
That is a chunky anemone.
It had ice cream too.
range. Well, they are.
Walter's work.
They are. I don't think we can hear you and the SPL on it.
oh, you just muted yourself.
So I know. Well, there are brittle stars pretty much all over the ocean.
I think what I was going to say, I was reminded
Did you push right in?
of Walter Cho's work some years ago. And who looked at associations between the brittle stars and different corals. And some of them were quite specific, and I think others were less so.
Yeah, so there are, different habits of corals.
This is a weird looking one. Probably because it's sideways. Is it touching its
Some of them
lips? Is it
live
posing?
associated with corals or sponges.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some other ones
There's a shrimp
are
on the
just
left.
living on sediments. Some other ones
King of the
are
rock.
like feeding on sediments. Some other ones can be predatory, so they can go hunt.
Check out some of this sponge.
So they're quite diverse.
That one really wants to get in camera.
The ones that live associated with corals, I don't think they move very much. I think as Annette was mentioning, some of them can be sitting on a coral for years. I've seen them change colonies, like move between one coral and another, but
Well, I mean, what I meant was being specific to certain types of corals, or certain species of brittle stars associated with certain types.
I see. So maybe their range matches the range of certain types of corals.
Yeah.
it's possible. But we haven't really studied too many of them I think we don't have good examples of a coral that we know well what the range is. And the same for the brittle star. So
Step 10 meters, heading 225.
generally their species in the deep sea are kind of the range spans ocean basin. For example, an ocean basin would be
coming up a bit.
the North Atlantic. Or
maybe a sea urchin
depending on the
down
topography
there,
of the seafloor, it could be a place like the Gulf of Mexico could be the range of one species,
Never
the
mind.
entire Gulf of Mexico, or including the Caribbean too, depending on the species. So it can be quite large. It could be, you know, hundreds of kilometers, the range of a species in the deep sea. I think we were talking about this the other day. What's a stronger limiting factor in the range of species is depth. Because we see a lot of environmental parameters like temperature and food availability. If you get closer to surface light, it's an important one. All those change with depth. Oxygen can vary with that. CO2 levels can vary with that. Certain availability of nutrients can also change with depth.
Tito, can I reset the DVL?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's getting steeper here.
Yeah, we're traveling uphill, but along the ridge.
Yeah.
Or along like this.
Yeah, it's good. Great. See some more of those sponges that we sampled.
Bridge nav.
There also seems to be more sediment accumulation here. But it's interesting, you know, earlier in the 900s,
We stepped 20 meters, heading
around 900
225.
meters, you know, between, I guess, when we started in 900 meters, we saw a lot of different kinds of corals and some sponges, but now we're seeing a lot more sponges and a lot less corals.
And it's weird because we've seen both at these ranges, but it's like you see one or the other.
Right, it seems to be a kind of shift in what's the most common.
There's a very big yellow one in the far back. You can see it in the
Where?
Should be coming into view shortly.
Oh, there it is.
Now, well, it looks like another kind of sponge.
It's impressive how vibrant the colors can be down here.
Yeah.
Especially since nobody's going to see it.
That we know of.
They've been waiting their whole lives for this moment.
For a moment like this.
This one looks like the classic sponge that you use in your
Yeah,
Classic
almost like a
sponge.
loofah.
the loofah.
Loop a daisy.
Yeah.
I think I might scratch you up a little though.
Maybe we should take a
Let's
sample of
come right
this.
Is that what this is? A loofah gorgia?
Oh, but
All right, that was the best one on the whole cruise. Yeah, can we have a push on the loofah? A gorgia?
yep.
Has a little hermit crab.
That crab must be so clean.
Yeah,
Fresh
well
skin.
exfoliated.
Exactly.
It looks like it just parked its shell and it's ready to go inside.
That's a great shot.
That was a wave. You saw that, right?
Oh, he just winked at me.
Waving the little
Excuse
antenna.
me. They just winked at me.
It's Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is quite large.
Live action.
There's another one.
Yeah, what is that over there?
Behind,
Yeah, there's a little leg of a crinoid, I think.
You might have to peer away. It might be a shrimp.
Looks kind of
It's
spiky.
giving-
I could use a new loofah.
In the market for sponges.
I was hoping to get a better view of whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, push right in, please.
Well,
That does look like an arm,
oh, it might be like
Yeah.
a arm from like
Yeah, I
a,
think it's an off your arm.
but that's an even better view
from
of the
like a
hermit.
star or something.
Coming a little right. Whoopsie.
Look at those. Look at those beady
Oh,
eyes.
cool. You can see the sediments. There's a lot of pteropod shells.
Yeah, looks like everything bagel seasoning.
Okay, this is your 15 minutes there, Mr. Hermit. And is that all the way in?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man.
Handsome bill. Yep. And just get that one arm sticking out here.
Kind of reminds me of a leg coming out from a door.
Yeah, you can see the other arm on the top edge.
So
Maybe it's
mysterious.
the same. Maybe it's two of them.
And let's go ahead and pull.
Don't jump. It's about to jump off.
So is this basalt and carbonate, or is this just carbonate?
You know, it's all black, so it's hard to know exactly what
Oh,
rock it
it's
is,
so
but
hard,
based
yeah.
on the weird shapes, my guess is most carbonate. You see a lot of like holes and smooth carvings of the
Yeah,
rock.
would you push on that?
That's
Is that a coral?
Pretty typical
This here?
of carbonate. That looks like a dead sponge with hydroids. Yeah.
Oh, an old sponge.
Yeah, they look like hydroids.
Thank you.
Thanks. I think we can keep moving to. How far away are we from waypoint 3, Gabby?
Right now we are approximately 273 meters.
All right. Thank you.
2, 2.
70. Our last one was 225.
Okay.
Basically, I just want to go up the ridge.
I'm
So
going
we'll
to
see
say
if
260.
you want 260.
Let's take a look. Yeah, I seem to have the most direct. Well, it's off to the right a little bit. So 270.
270.
And I'm just judging by the sonar going off a little bit.
Okay. 270I.
And let's haul in a little leash, please.
Bridge nav. Can we step 30 meters, heading 270?
I was thinking about it, and it could be that those grooves, instead of being like dissolved carbonate, it could be from pillow basalts kind of collapsing in and then forming, eventually becoming like weathered, smoothed over, and then forming those grooves in the ground. But I'm not completely sure.
We need to cut them.
Yeah, we have to find out. Yeah.
But the other thing is that you don't see too many loose rocks, since everything is cemented.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See another Chrysogorgia, and a few more sponges.
That sponge looks like the inside of a coconut. That trumpet sponge, or bugle sponge, or whatever it's called.
Something else that would be cool if it was carbonated and did have that thick ferromanganese crust on it is that this seamounts about like, I think, 790,000 years old to like million and 1,200,000 years old. So it's
Yeah, let's push.
much younger than Mooley, our northeast bank, I think. I'm not completely sure about that, but be interesting to see how it developed so quickly if it was carbonate.
Yeah.
I think
Ooh, that's
floor
pretty.
plan. It's a very,
Yeah, back up,
very
please.
roomy, it looks like.
Looks quite modern, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
You know, what, full window overlooking the scene, the hillside. You know, very posh.
Minimalist design. There's some very posh shrimp that live there. Ooh, what's that?
That's Chrysogorgia. We've seen a few of those. They're very densely packed polyps.
What's that over there?
The yellow one?
No, there's a couple things here.
Oh,
Looks almost like even a geode.
these chair-looking things.
Ooh.
Yeah, this look like sponges. I'm not sure they're alive.
Barcaloungers.
So these, like heavy black rocks though, that's carbonate too?
There's some other weird looking ones over there too.
Heavy?
Or
What-
dark black, heavily coated black rocks?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, the black is
Another
the,
lavender one.
the crust.
Another couple
okay.
lavender ones.
I love when Megan's up here. She's like very scientific, and we're going around. We're like, that looks like a chair.
That looks like a trumpet.
Yeah,
Do you ever
significant
see,
difference.
Any tunicates, like sea
That's
squirts? Or
that type of coral is a lazy
Annette, I
noisy.
think you're maybe muted,
You
or
said tunicates and
yes.
things?
oh, your
Do you see any of
microphone is
those?
far away.
Myself up.
Do you see any tunicates, sea squirts?
I haven't seen any, but yeah, we
No.
do see
Or
them
is
in
that
deep.
something?
Sometimes colonial or solitaries or
What do you
both?
think it is?
I think it
Mostly
looks like a mine.
solitary,
wasn't
from
sure.
what I've
I
seen.
see.
I don't think so. That's just
Yeah,
a
it's
coral.
bamboo coral, yeah.
They look like Sesame Street characters with big mouths.
Hmm.
But I haven't seen any in these dives yet.
Don't those like living in sediment?
I've seen them on rocks too.
Okay.
Like attached to rocks.
Tunicates?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, they move like hard surfaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep. They're filter feeders, suspension feeders, just like the animals we're seeing now.
But there's a couple different kinds of tunicates. There's carnivorous ones that have like big mouths, and then there's some other ones that are kind of look like sponges.
Hmm.
Some of them live on stalks too, but I haven't seen any so far. It's another Chrysogorgia.
Is this heading still good?
Yes, although it looks as if it kind of turned, or maybe we're just going straight up it.
Yeah, I think we are just going up more of an incline. 265?
Yep, right now.
Bridge nav.
I got it.
Okay.
We step 20 meters, heading 265.
Gabby, are you going to miss saying bridge nav?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it in my sleep probably. Wake up in the middle of the night. Bridge nav.
Like your nightmares. Bridge. No. Bridge, it's me. No.
I had a roommate that spoke in her sleep.
Ooh. I have a roommate that talks in his sleep.
It can get weird sometimes. Some of those like sleep talkers.
Yeah. She would say like, they're coming. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
Yeah. Bring a picture of Jesus out.
No thank you. No
Yeah.
thank you.
They're here.
No, she's okay. Get the
We're gonna scare the younger viewers. Ooh, big sponge.
Looks like a horse's head.
Hmm.
Gotta look down the crack.
Oh yeah, well that's a neat feature, huh?
Very vibrant yellow.
That is
Like mustard.
Ooh,
really cool.
Mm.
what's that?
Yeah.
It's a coral, but could it be a Nalopsalia?
I think we all find something cool, and it's a different thing in this shot right now.
The sponge, the coral,
The sponge, the coral,
the
the
rock,
gorge. Look at the view in
and the Atalanta.
top view.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Get that zoom.
What a diverse landscape.
Yeah, so some of those do look like piloladas there.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Wow, what a cool wall here.
That's a cool wall.
Yeah.
Nice. That was solid. That gave like bystander alien shot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Fish.
What is
Oh,
that?
look at that.
Fish falling.
Falling fish.
Was that a gecko? Looked like a gecko.
What's
You can
that
save
doing down here?
70% or more on your car insurance.
I'll come to find you about your car insurance.
I am a terrible sleepwalker. I will just walk around my wherever I'm living in. Just
Hey,
wake up
lock
on
the
the
doors.
yeah.
That's
Wake
scary.
up on couches sometimes and not remember how I got
Whoa.
there.
What is that?
It's fun.
Does that ever happen on the ship?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
Nope.
makes me nervous. Flight risk.
No.
I gotta start.
I bet you didn't sleep on the top bunk.
Middle of the night. Thunk.
Bridge down. We step 20 meters, heading 265.
Have we seen any fishing line yet?
No,
No.
I kind of don't expect to at this depth. Most of what we were seeing was between 300 and 150 yesterday. I'm going to say that's kind of more susceptible.
We're at 807 right now. This is a cool line
Yeah.
going around.
What kind of scientific name do you think it has? It's an X on it.
Oh, yeah, it is making a
Oh, is this marker or waypoint?
Is this our waypoint? Oh, we're at waypoint 3.
It's like when you go past the equator, you expect to see a dotted line there.
Yeah.
Wait, there isn't?
Hey, this is the P of the Pacific.
I did think the first time I went up in an airplane that I would see the states. You know, the lines for the shapes of the states.
Just another Lufa Gorgia over there.
Oh, gorgeous.
If we're persistent enough, it will change names.
Michael, you are infuriating the viewers because they keep telling me
Well,
every
can
time
we
you
take a
say
look
it
at this,
that they're
please?
vegetables.
Not a Lufa Gorgia.
Loofahs. So keep up.
Wait, what?
The viewers keep like, you should tell him that loofahs are plants and not sponges. So I've told you.
Curious what that little round thing is on the left side too.
Yeah, that looks like a sea star.
Oh.
Oh.
So you circled this, I just assumed you wanted to go get a zoom?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you heard me, sorry. Yellow coral.
Ooh, and a fish.
Yeah, and the bonus eel. And let's push.
Is it an eel?
Looks like an eel.
Oh, I haven't seen eels that translucent.
What is that behind it, too? Very nice.
Is that full zoom?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, thank you.
Little isopod down in the bottom right.
And if you'd like to give me some directions on camera, don't hesitate.
Yeah, I was just trying to look at the polyps.
What are the difference between these brittle stars and the ones that have like the spikes all over them?
These ones are friendly.
They don't look
The
friendly.
other ones are mean.
Yeah, the spiny ones, you tend to see them more like on the ground, living on rocks. These ones, I'm trying to remember what the family they are. These ones are a different family. They're Schematidae, and they often associated with corals, like this one.
Are these the ones that the same ones that like jump ship if you
Ships in a hold.
shake up the coral?
And was there something else we wanted to look at from this
Oh
one?
yeah, to the left.
What is
There's
that behind
cup
it?
corals. There was something to the left, like
Keep
a
on.
sea star, but I think probably had to move for that one.
You should be looking.
It's too bad we can't sample the coral.
I need to zoom out first.
I like that you said friendly, because the reason I asked is I'm getting a brittle star tattoo once I get back to
There it
Seattle,
is.
and I couldn't decide if I wanted the spiky one or the not
Straight
spiky
down.
one.
Get the not spiky.
So now that you said friendly, I'm getting the friendly one.
Well, I wonder if you should get a piece of coral with one on
Yeah.
the brittle star on it. What are we looking at here?
Had the brittle star be your fingers?
There was a sea star, but it was
It's to the
straight
far
ahead.
left.
It's straight
to
ahead.
the left. Yeah, I think you had to move to be able to see it.
All right,
It's,
so I'm just going to go ahead and center up the camera. And,
To the left of the light.
let's see here.
Maybe you could see another blood star.
Ooh, where?
I said maybe.
Oh.
Get us all excited.
Blood star.
Have
Yeah,
viewers
sorry.
been commenting on that?
No, they liked it.
There's no
Yeah.
such thing. See on the left there? Down there?
The bottom of the screen right now, right here.
Oh.
Watch it just be like a spirit Halloween sign. Yeah, that's a straight up like star shape. Sand dollar thingy looking thing.
Yeah, let's push.
Well, that's cool. Oh, it looks like it has patterns on it.
And there's a cup coral next to it.
And all the way up.
I do remember Megan saying the name of this one, but I can't remember now.
Whoa.
Dragon scale.
Dragon star.
Yeah.
That works. We're doing great, y'all.
It's got a mace coral right up above it there.
Yeah, dragon coral and mace coral. Oops, you're careful on their port.
Is there something next to the Niskins that's like stuck?
That is a
Kraken.
coral that I mistakenly landed very
coral
close to.
whip.
I had
okay.
taken a good look around before I just lateraled over to this. So are we all the way out?
Yeah, we are.
Roger that, thank you.
Are there any snakes that can make it to these depths?
Snakes?
I didn't
No.
think so, right?
I
Too
know that
deep.
there's some snakes that go around like maybe 3 to 10 meters, maybe.
Too deep, too deep.
265?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to
265.
talk. Did they change
Surprised to
heading a little
know
bit, which
sea
brought
snakes tend
Adelanto
to
way
be
up north? So do
They
we
might
want
have.
to
Near the surface.
Corals, coral reefs.
I can
Yeah.
bring it behind you. If you move forward, I'll just move right behind.
I'm going to start pumps 4 and 5.
Bridge now.
Yes, I was about to. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Jacob, do you have that?
Yep.
Okay.
We step 10 meters,
Change
heading
depth zone.
wait
20.
till we hit 800 and then I'll start it.
Have the 800 in shallower depth zone.
Nav, that samples 320 and 321.
320, 321.
There we go. Yep. All good.
Yep.
I'm going to position the Atalanta more aft of Herc.
Awesome.
I think it'd be fun to be out here on the boat during Halloween and then play like spooky Halloween noises in the van during the dive.
I think the ship will be at sea on Halloween this year. And I'd heard stories of a few costumes being planned.
Santiago?
Are y'all going to trick or
Or
treat?
Jacob? I think I didn't get this fully when I think we were
I have
changing for our dinner
no-
break, but what are the which are the Niskins that aren't
Oh.
working for this dive?
Well, we
But we
sample
can't-
1 and 2
we sampled
already,
1 and
and
2.
then 5 and 6 are the only other options right now.
Okay, so 3 and 4 is because we can't get to them. Is
That's
that,
right.
is
You
that
might
right?
be surprised.
Okay.
Oh, fish. No,
Stripey
it's not
fish. No? Not a
Oh,
fish?
Not a fish. Oh, I do not have any kids in my social sphere of trick-or-treat age. Well, actually, I take that like my friends' kids, but they can't walk
Bridge
yet.
nav. We step another 10 meters, heading 200.
Yeah, I may be able to get a Niskin with the starboard manip. I know we can only get the bottom 2 with the port one, but
We might be able to get one of them
yeah, I thought I might be able to get like the jaw behind it.
and just kind of pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have another large coral
Certainly
coming
willing
up.
to try.
Oh yeah, I'm down to try. Oh my gosh, look at this one. These remind me of like weeping willow trees.
Yeah. Like hanging upside down there. Pretty.
Oh, wow. That is
Yeah, looks like a
very
different kind of
big.
Would you like to spend a moment or two looking at this?
Yeah, just assume. I'm just curious if it is the same kind of the big bamboo that we saw earlier or a different one. Wow, look at that base. It's really large. I see some brittle stars on the top.
The good kind, though, the nice ones.
Oh.
Looks like a family of them.
Yeah, these look like the nice ones. Might actually be a basket star. Hard to tell, it's all wrapped up.
And any special place you'd like to be looking at this coral?
Maybe let's take a look at the base now, please.
Look at that whip behind.
And push right up.
Wow.
That is, wow.
Bridge
Yeah,
now.
this is not a young one, is it?
It's like a,
And it looks like there might be a couple down there.
Can we step 10 meters heading 180?
No, that one's coming. Does it look like
it looks possibly like a different
the one
kind
that's
to
going
me.
diagonally? Does that look like it's part of this one? Or does it look like it's a different one? It looks like it's a part of one. Yeah, it looks like it's a part of it.
Well,
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's growing. Are they like trees? You know, sometimes how trees can merge together when they're growing next to each other. Are they like, do you know if they're like that?
Some corals
Because
do.
it kind of looks like it's coming.
Yeah, right? It's
Well,
not just me.
It'll look as if there's one that is expired that fell over onto
Yeah, that looks like a broken
Yeah,
branch.
but it looks like it's like...
it looks like it broke off down here. Let me
Yeah.
tilt to the right a little bit.
but
And I wonder if it just couldn't get enough food because this one was having such a good time.
It straight up looks like
right
they
in.
merged.
And if you would zoom right in.
My guess is a broken branch.
That
Yeah.
looks, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And back out. There's a few cup corals down there.
Very
That's
cool.
crazy. This is huge.
Yeah, this one is
We
pretty
could fit that
massive.
in
It's
lambda.
tall.
Yeah.
Right? You want to grab a branch?
You think it's as tall as Herc? I don't know.
Kind of reminds me of there is a like a candelabra coral, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw one at the beginning.
Yeah, okay.
We could fit that in a whirl pack.
And anything else you want to look at here?
Thanks. I think we can keep going.
Roger that.
Very cool.
That's nice. That's
Well,
gorgeous.
Santiago, if you had to guess that 100 years old, 500 years old, 1,000 years old,
I'll give it a couple hundred. Yeah.
Wow.
Couple centuries old. Yeah. That's a large colony. You can see just from the lasers, the angle is awkward, but I would say it's at least 2 meters tall and at least 2 meters across too. Would you agree with that?
let me go ahead and I'll rotate.
Oh,
We'll get a
look
better
at that,
that. Would
the
you
view
go
from
on a little
Atalanta.
bit
You
of
can see
leash,
how
please?
yeah.
spread it is.
Is it
It,
whole?
it
Yeah.
looks at least, yeah, just taking a little leash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks at least as wide as the basket, and I'm going to guess 2 meters tall.
Yeah. Whew.
Ancient.
Yeah. If you look in the bubble cam, you can see the basket. And
You
it
look
looks
at-
about the same width.
If you look at Atalanta, even.
Yeah.
Actually, the down view there, yep.
Yeah, looks as wide as the ROV, maybe a bit more when you add the lateral branches at the base.
All right, back to 265-ish.
Solid. That was
Yes,
good
we
work.
can see how that heading looks with the terrain.
Thank you. Very cool. See some large colonies here.
A little balloon on a stick.
Cotton candy.
Oh, cotton candy. Is that 270?
That is 270. Yep.
Bridge nav.
We got a wall ridge coming up.
Can we step 20 meters, heading 270?
Very layered, yeah. So what makes that? Multiple flows?
Yeah, maybe. Again, it's kind of unusual to see that underwater because you get those pillow basalt formations instead of like smooth layers. So
It looks like your
Not
ridge
sure.
is over there too, like there's a drop off. In the cinema cam.
yeah, this is really neat.
Yeah. So you can see in the cinema cam, you can see like some sponges growing up, and then one literally growing underneath the ridge.
Like the upside down.
Yeah. Like how you can kind of see
Yeah,
like this was different
actually.
flows, and then like
It
it
looks
clearly
like-
spattered a little.
A much different kind of material just under it? Or
Yeah.
just older?
That's wild.
It could be, yeah, could just be like uplifted. Which would be really cool if that was the case.
What depth are we at right now?
We are at
792.
791.
791.
4 of us spoke at once.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, everybody.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Oh. Yeah, that's the upside down one I was looking at how to know.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing. That's wild.
Yeah, you would think there would be prime spot for some corals or sponges, but
Well,
Yeah,
it's-
because there's even a current. So like,
say it just looks smoother, so maybe it's just harder to hold on.
but
Yeah,
it's porous, right?
Santiago, I think we were like coming down by this piece of crust. It almost looked like carbonate a little bit. So I think you might be, yeah, right. I think some of this just might be like carbonate structure on top of the seamount.
yeah, I think these are carbonate
Would you like
slabs.
to
and
follow this structure?
Yeah,
all
definitely.
encrusted.
yeah.
That's
It doesn't look
really cool.
volcanic.
Want to follow it?
That is
Why not?
awesome.
Yeah, carbonate can be sculpted in really cool ways.
And those
So
pock
that's,
marks too, they look like they've like been
210.
dissolved.
210?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Formed from gases or after cooling.
Bridge nav. We step 20 meters, heading to 10.
Who was that?
Yeah. Cool.
Spaghetti monster? Looks like a basket star.
Oh, is it one of those?
Oh, is it for real?
The ones you were talking
But
about?
all sprawled out?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, wow.
massive.
Have you seen one that big?
Oh yeah.
That's at least 70 centimeters.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's interesting. Normally, are when they have the arms extended, they have them up in the air trying to catch particles. This one is just kind of hanging on the edge.
I'm going to give this a 4. Whoa.
Just trying to get a purchase.
Is he, I wonder if
Jeff?
he's all sprawled out because there's just nothing else to grab onto.
Can we hold here?
I don't know what it's doing. It only has, you can see, and the cinema camera only has one arm sticking up in the air, in the water, rather.
Well, let's go ahead and push.
Bridge nav. Can we step 20 meters?
This
heading
is highlight
180.
after highlight.
And you can go right on.
Wow.
So pretty.
Wow. You should get that tattoo, Jaina.
Well, that
That's
would
so
take
cool.
a while.
I just
Yeah.
took a bunch of pictures of it for reference. I'm taking my reference photos, don't worry.
That's wild.
Annette, would you be able to give me the volumes for pumps 2 and 3? Any other
Sure.
chance?
Sure.
Thank you.
2 is
So this is
276135.
just one animal?
276
Yeah.
125.
Would it also
3
like
is 276344.
if you were to cut off one of the appendages, like
This is,
closer to the
All right,
base
thank you.
or to the middle, would it propagate or like clone itself?
Yeah, this is a family of brittle stars, Suzuki-cephalidae. So you see that it actually only has 5 arms, but each arm
I will
splits
be right back.
into,
Has
and
5
splits
more,
into, and splits. It has like 7 or 8 different splits, so it's like a
Wow.
fractal.
Yeah, very fractally. Good description.
Holy moly. That is wild.
That's crazy. It's like a taproot system for like palm trees and stuff.
It really does seem like its own root system
Yeah.
sprawling out
So this has to be a few years old.
I would guess so.
quite a bit, yeah.
I just don't think a coral could hold that thing up. That's probably
Yeah.
why it's got to be on a rock.
Yeah, sometimes you see, you know, in big corals you can see 4, 5, 6 of these basket stars.
So this is a filter feeder too?
It's a special feeder, yeah. They use all the little ends of the arms to catch particles and bring to their mouth.
But it has those like large tentacle up top, and that's wild.
This is giving some sci-fi
Yeah,
horror
It
vibes.
really is. When it's like then a piece of
What
it's
if you
taking
jump
a
on the
nap
ROV?
now.
Well, I think what's crazy is that like the center is so big and bulky, and then all the little offshoots are so
So
like they look like they were like they're popped into place.
Yeah.
You know, like a toy.
So did you say it has 5 arms? That
Yeah.
start, and you can kind of see they're all doubles.
That's right.
Wow.
And wow.
Jeez. It's a good spot for it.
What's even to me is like really fascinating is to try to imagine how it's coordinating the movements of all
Right.
the end parts. Because they do, right? They open
That's
them,
going to
they
have some
close
brain
them.
power.
What's crazy is in the cinema cam, like it kind of looks like a star in the negative space of the root system.
oh yeah, I see. Beautiful. What are their nervous systems like?
They don't have a brain.
It's
so
like a
it's a
ring
net-
or a whatever you call it. nerve
I
ring.
don't remember.
Like-
It's more of a network. They don't have a centralized nervous system, yeah.
This is wild.
I'm very happy we found this.
This is the coolest thing I've seen.
I thought you just gave it a 4.
I know, I know, but I don't know. Would you give it a 5? Is this a 5? Should I hit it as a 5?
I don't know.
The 5 is like people need to get out of bed, like to come edit video for a highlight reel.
You gave a 5
really?
a while ago on something.
I haven't done a 5 yet this dive.
You said 5 out of 5. Yes, I remember.
Maybe that was in my head, but maybe not as a highlight.
Do you have a special button for a 5? Like
I
break the glass?
Yeah.
I thought it was over the chunky.
Maybe so. I do love those.
The little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes...
That's a different category.
Sometimes they can... When you're flying around, you don't notice, but sometimes they can just cling to the ROV and it'll come up. It's just like...
Ooh,
onto it.
that's a nightmare. I don't know if I can
Boy,
handle
this
that.
is the only thing I can't go home without a picture of.
And get onto the share drive and be like,
I've never seen anything like it, quite like the size of it. No. Like I said, it's about half the basket width, so
yeah,
maybe a meter, but more like 80 or 90 centimeters
Wow.
wide. The lasers, let's bring the lasers down and just look at what the body
actually,
of it is.
and I want to do a highlight without the lasers too.
Okay.
So it's not quite 10 centimeters wide at the thing there, but that's just crazy.
I like what Michael said, that the negative space is also forming a star. Like there's a star in the middle of it. That's so
Isn't
cool.
it crazy?
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's like the best view of it. It
Yeah.
really is, yeah.
Are you broadcasting that?
Yeah,
okay,
for
cool.
viewers, when we
Yeah, the
say
negative
cinema
space looks
camera,
really
we're
cool, and
talking about feed
I know what it
3.
looks like. It looks
Feed
like a
3,
doily.
yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what doily is, right?
Yeah, something you put on a table to keeps, yeah.
And they're usually knitted and there's a lot of holes and it's practically no other purpose.
Do these, if one of the arms were to be dislodged, would it regenerate?
That's what I was asking earlier.
Like other,
I couldn't say the words.
Probably, yeah.
You said
I mean,
propagate.
the regular
Wow.
You said it, I was like, I don't think
non-basket
that's
stars
the right word.
do regenerate their arms.
It's interesting
So
how it's
what it was-
moving. And the ends are curling and...
What would you all do if it just
it's
jumped
got
at us?
I am equal parts in awe and terrified of this thing. So,
If it just like lunged at the HD cam.
like, I'm really glad
This is...
we're not sampling it because I
Yeah.
don't know if I could sleep knowing that it was on the boat.
Yeah,
lie.
it's like...
I'm not gonna lie, like the little things like go on its back or whatever, looks like fingers.
Yes.
This is one of those things, if like you bring it back on board,
Mhm.
like...
That's the beginning of a horror movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? No, they're gentle creatures.
Is
They're
the
harmless.
cinema camera capture still not working?
I am
I have
taking
no idea.
some snapshots. Oh yeah, I've been taking them.
Awesome.
Don't worry.
Cool. Wow.
So how do I get a picture
Oh,
of
let's
that?
see if we can get
Well,
on the share
give
drive.
us a
Question. I
like,
don't know,
at the end of the cruise,
Yeah.
but I'm sure we can.
or you can just
This
ask
is the end of the
too.
cruise.
So that we all
Tomorrow.
get off.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
That
Tuesday.
is spectacular.
Look at that.
Yeehaw.
Oh,
Goodness.
Man.
worth it.
Wow.
Ice
I
cream
like
sundae.
that our 2 out of
Yes.
3 satellite feeds are on.
Right. Cool. Let's go see if we can find another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a whole city.
I don't think I can handle that.
Yeah, I won't sleep tonight.
Knowing that that's underneath us.
Keep looking back to make sure it stays.
And
see.
what do you think for a direction?
Yeah, they're hard to
Last
sample.
one was 265.
Like when they're extended
So you
like
wanna
that,
keep going
because they're
along.
just like hold on to a manipulator.
I was like, oh, this is all
It won't let
deserted.
go.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah.
That was
It'd be
great.
impossible to untangle that.
All right, that's around 225.
225. Roger that.
And just be mindful. I'm right
Let's
above
go
you.
220.
About
220.
right above you. Just letting you know.
220. Bridge nav. Can we step 20 meters, heading 220?
Wait, did you say something about this?
I'm wondering if the ferromanganese crust,
Oh, is that
while
right?
it also
Never mind.
makes the carbonate a good substrate for corals and sponges if it helps preserve it as well, prevents it from being easily dissolved by seawater.
I would imagine,
So,
right?
Yeah.
Creates like a seal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a coral on the cliff.
Oh, I think it might actually be another basket star.
Oh, yep.
Well,
Oh
there
my
is a
gosh.
coral, but the one on the left, I think, is a
Okay,
basket
it's a
star.
coral. I was going to say, if that's a star,
This one is.
I'm going to call the dive.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing we were just looking at.
No way.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're lying.
I kid you not.
Watch this one be scarier than the first one.
Oh, it does look a little bit more
Tangled.
knotted up.
It's reaching out.
Touching you.
So I'm going to kind of land over
Sweet
here. So there's nothing
basket
over
star.
there.
Ah!
If it just turns towards the ROV.
It looks like it's clenching up. Like it's coiling up or something. It's got to be an issue to like, yeah, that looks like it's a hassle.
Oh, it's ready to go on vacation. It's
Ready
gonna
to have.
jump off sooner or later. Hey, could we push it?
Can you hold here?
Wow.
Well, it just doesn't have the same symmetry as the other one. It looks so much more
Well,
chaotic.
Well, yeah, that's how you're used to seeing them.
from this angle.
Right? But and it's on the stalk of an old bamboo coral?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I'm getting the hang of this.
It looks sort of like worms.
Mm-hmm.
And right in.
Ship's at a hold.
I like how sometimes you just get like shrimp swimming by, like bystanders at a mall.
What y'all looking at?
Oh, what's going on? Hey, it's a camera. Wow. That's
And
wild.
moving right along, or you want to stay for a minute?
Yeah, we can move along.
Roger that.
Thank you.
And would you like a glance at this coral to the right a little bit?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
another
right in.
chrysogorgid. Another different kind of chrysogorgid. Yeah. With a squat lobster.
That's a wave.
Well, it's
It's
blending
definitely
right
a
in.
wave.
It's having a good time up there.
Yeah, a cup coral. off to the
Hitchhiker.
right. Oopsie.
Michael, I feel like you need to do an Instagram takeover, but you just voice over a bunch of clips of
Yeah.
the animals.
And back out, please.
Can you imagine our last day at sea? It's an Instagram takeover by Michael.
You're doing it, Star.
Yeah, it's just, I was about to say, it's
They
just going
need
to
to have
be
like a different
screen
voice for
grabs of
everything.
Hook.
Mood crew, big bang crew, Jufu dude.
Yeah,
All right, on our way.
that's a good desktop background.
Yeah, actually, I want to get the other one because that one's that's perfect. That looks like a Windows XF.
That picture
The one-
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
coolest one. That
Yeah,
was. That was.
I hope we got some of that.
Definitely did.
If we didn't, I'd be mad. And I'd say we could come back here and do it again.
Are we on 245?
Yes.
Copy that.
If you can also lateral it.
Pardon?
Actually, no, I think you're fine.
Oh.
I was talking to Tito.
How often do you see them without, like,
Really,
not
Schnapp?
on a coral, just by themselves? Is
Pretty often, they're not necessarily associated with corals. They just
Oh,
like to
okay.
perch in
Waist
high
up
ground.
20 meters, heading 245.
They're just looking for a vantage point.
Okay.
Michael, why don't you grab a last set of readings and jump in? Take an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say next move, maybe 225.
Roger that.
All right, I'm online. Oh my goodness.
All right. Take us away, Michael.
All right, where are we going?
Uphill.
We are proceeding and heading 225.
It's Baton Rouge's area code. Just in case you were wondering. Is that a thing in other parts of the country where you have like cultural identity by your area code?
Definitely in Hawaii.
I was gonna say, yeah, for sure.
Hawaii.
808. It's part of your identity.
Or the 808 state.
My hometown was 504, which is New Orleans area code, until I started high school, and then they switched us to 985. And when I tell you there were riots in the street, like people were so upset.
Why?
Because they weren't the 504 area code anymore. They weren't New Orleans area code.
Change can be hard.
All right, you can get a Zoom.
Don't wake him.
Yeah, it's not having it today.
Yeah, just don't bother it. Oh.
That lullaby you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not hearing things. There's a bit of a current.
Wait, you're passing a Chonacops.
Wait, where?
To your left.
We
Back
break
up.
for Chonacops.
A Nomi chunky?
What?
Right
Oh,
there.
oh no.
Okay, okay.
Isn't that the pizza fish?
We always break for.
Yeah, pizza fish.
Yeah, I think that might be our watch's motto. Gonna have to get bumper stickers made.
Ships in hold. Good catch.
Do you already have a tattoo of one of those?
No.
Not yet. Oh. It's a red one.
Boom, got it.
Well,
Look
it
at
doesn't have all the
I
spikes.
think this is the
got it right in the center.
Solo
No
Sisquama.
Solo Sisquama.
You might laugh, but that's like what I'm most proud of, is I'm always trying to land with it right in the center of the
Yeah,
screen,
I'm
so
like,
you don't have to move anything.
Let's get moving right along.
I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, and that's going to be in my head.
Then you have to watch the Muppets to get it out of your head. I should really fire by the Zeus and not the cinema cam.
What I've been trying to put together is on Jason we have kind of a brow cam and a pilot cam. I've been kind of using these two as that.
Is that angle?
Trying to get that 3D kind of.
Yeah.
Bridge nav. We step 10 meters, heading 225.
Bank kind of going uphill, pretty steep. I got an altitude of 1 meter, and yet I'm getting cut on the thing, so that's pretty steep.
What is that? Is that a little